Hello, friends and allies. Hello. You're always here, chatter. You're like non-stop on Twitch. I'm very impressed. Or worried. Nice to see you. Hello. Hello, Gaines. Yeah, all good. I'm all good. About to do a bit of testing. Hey, lekker. The plan for today, as you may see in the top left corner, is first some Werelions. I'm continuing on my charm testing mission, so we're definitely going to be first starting elemental charms, then switching into crit charms. Just to do some testing on Werelions, 30 minutes a piece, and afterwards, if we can get it, then we're going to go to Candia Nibblemaws. That should be pretty good actually. They're weak to energy there, so we should do pretty great. And I've done the access to it yesterday, so gonna try it. So that's the plan for today. Yeah, and then we'll finish about 2 hours from now, and I'll go back to work. Oh yeah, no, I agree, and especially here, to be honest, these are like have pretty good EXP to health ratios. So for monsters like that, crit charms are even better, because those are pretty low health monsters. So yeah, I fully expect crit charms to be better, but this is just like so final piece in my testing puzzle that I want to do. Any test on Monk nerf? Yeah, we played yesterday. Sustain got a big hit. Damage still feels fine. That's my summary of how I feel. Right, let's make sure there's nobody invading us. Kotsur should be free then. Yep. I actually want to go kill the bosses real quick first before I boost up. So I'll go and kill the bosses real quick, because I'm doing the Candia quest, and actually need to kill one of those mini bosses that for those stolen sweets or whatever. So we're gonna go there. Actually gonna kill the bosses real quick. One of them's boosted today as well, so may as well, I guess, whilst we're here. And then we're gonna start our test. Kakis with the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, also, we got our hands on the Stoic X robe today, so finally we do have a better armor. Better armor than the Gnomish Kuiras. So yeah, we'll be using that. Already imbued it with fire protection. Should be good. Let's get the summon going. Some of you have been asking about the familiar, so here it is. I guess it's kind of useful for the bosses. Ooh, another Prime sub. Thank you very much, Mr. Marquise. Appreciate it. Level 500 RP or Monk. I'm assuming you mean like strength-wise? Strength-wise, I would say level 500 Monk is still a little bit better than the Paladin. I think the Paladin sort of starts matching it maybe 600, 700. Something like that. Much nerf? No. Damage nerf? A little bit. Sustain nerf is the big one, but all it takes is just readjustment. Like once you get readjusted to the nerf, it's really it's not that big a deal. You just need to expect that you're healing a bit less than you might be expecting. That's it, and then it was fine after I got used to that. Yeah, this is the boosted mob, and this is actually the one I need to kill for the quest. So wonder if we get a few of the quest item. What's the roll you're expecting here? Well, at Werelions, like 2.7, 2.8 maybe, something like that. There we go. Rainbow waffles. Here we go. All right, that's what we wanted. Yeah, something like that, I think. I expect it to be great profit here, though. I expect like 700, 800k profit per hour. We'll see. It may take longer than 2 30-minute tests to get that, but I think the profit should be really good. And Candy and Nibble... Holy shit, that was a big lure there straight away. Candy and Nibblemaws, I don't know, because I haven't hunted there enough, but I expect somewhere around 3kk raw as well should be doable. So they're going to be pretty good spot. Which quest are you doing? Oh, I'm not... Wow. Gains. Gains with 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gains. What a lad. Thank you, thank you. And to answer the question, which quest are you doing? I'm actually not, I was trying to kill the were bosses because it's part of the Candia quest. You kind of have to steal this, get back the stolen sweets from a few mini bosses. I still need to kill Gorga on the Medusa Tower and the one in Asura Palace. But I'm hunting Werelions now, so I figured whilst I'm here, I may as well, you know, complete it. Anyway, I guess we can get started now. Thanks again, Gains. Appreciate it. And I think we have everything. I have 1 hour 5 minutes on the Marudri Bruche, which is kind of perfect for 2 30-minute tests. And I think that's it. Which ring we're going to use? We're probably going to use the power ring. Oh, let's kill off damn familiar. Actually, that's kind of the first thing we need to do. We don't want the familiar. How do I kill him off effectively? Do I just stand in a corner? Go on. Kill him off, please. Here we go, something like this. I'd like not to die myself. All right. Oh. Guess the guy's going bosses. All right. Yeah, I think in that case we can probably get started. Top 2 monk is hunting skeletons in the crypts. When am I going to go there? We'll try it at level 300 as long as we have this item. We need this item, Demon Mango. This has 6% death protection. That's going to be super duper helpful. So I'd like to do that before we go there. So maybe. I use an auto aim for the spells. Nope, not using auto aim at the moment. So far, turns out I don't like it. Is it better to use Lit Torch here? I'm not sure. I think it's always very close. Looking at the damage types from just those 2 minutes, yeah, you may be right. So we're going to switch for Lit Torch for now, but I may change back to Fire. It depends. Yeah, I think the nerf is manageable, and Doom in the vocation is kind of ridiculous. Okay, so I do want to do 30-minute tests, so, you know, 30 minutes of focus now. But this should be easy enough, so I should still be able to, like, answer questions. Hang on a minute. What the f... Come on. I hate Nebula, dude. What the fuck? Is it going -2 or what? Yeah, okay, he's going -2. Jesus Christ. All right, never mind. All right, let's just go where he hasn't killed yet. My God. All right, he hasn't killed here, I think. All right, let's start from here then. Should be all right. And reset, and let's go. This is shockingly easy, by the way. I was definitely expecting this to be harder. Admittedly, I do effectively have 2 fire imbues because I have the Marud Rebruce, which is 15% fire protection, and I have the actual fire imbuement in my armor. So I guess that's bound to be pretty easy, but still, it's still easier than I would expect on a level 250, which is basically, you know, a low level. Instances would really change the way Tibia's played, though. Oh my god. Did he clear the whole way? No, just there. Okay, fine. I do genuinely think Tibia would lose a fair amount of like its spirit if there were instances, and I hate for using that expression, but there is something to it, I think. Thank you for helping me achieve the sub goal. Thank you, everyone. They're like blowing up, aren't they? Like, this is kind of ridiculous. What do you think about the nerf, my dude? I think it's fine. I think it's manageable. Just need to get adjusted to it. Like, just need to get used to the lower sustain. That's it. The damage is still fine. Clearly, I mean, look how I'm doing now. I don't have a charm on the White Lion, by the way. I do have it unlocked, but I don't really feel much use in adding a charm on him. First, charm on a non-rooked monk. You probably want to go for the safe options of like zap, freeze. Yeah, probably zap, freeze. And then I would start thinking about low blow. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should be saying that the monk is garbage now to prevent any further nerfs. Yes, I forgot. I really very highly doubt Tipsoft watch my streams. So I'm not convinced there's any benefit to me saying anything. But sure. Yeah, exactly. Like you get more skills, and you know, a lot of that's going to be offset. I think the sustain nerf is kind of hard to offset because I don't know how many magic levels worth that nerf was, but I think it's a lot. But yeah, the damage is very easily offset with like, you know, 5 more skill or something, which is perfectly fine. I am not sacrificing myself and dying 10 times for Netu. I'm sorry. The nerf was very noticeable at 80 Fist. Okay. I don't know. I think maybe I haven't noticed the damage nerf as much because I haven't really gone to hunt anything that was already hunting post the nerf. So, you know, it was kind of hard to notice. If I was hunting like mirror for like 100 levels and then I went to mirror after the nerf, I probably maybe would be able to notice it then. But I just went to other spots, so the damage nerf was hard to notice. But I definitely noticed the lack of sustain. Or reduced sustain, I should say. Because it's not lack of sustain, it's just lower sustain. These are very squishy for level 259 monk. I think I haven't bought boost yet. I forgot about boost. Damn it. Let's go. This is without crit charms, by the way. I think there's a chance that I'll be able to like one shot a Werelion with like a savage blow crit. What's my plan for 2x event? Skilling, because I'm away on holiday on Saturday, Sunday, so I'll fall behind during double, unfortunately, when it comes to levels. I'll play on the Friday, burn stamina, maybe a bit more, and then I'm just skilling. Yes, I was surprised that the monk was nerfed so quickly. I really expected Sipsoft to be like, let it be a little bit strong for longer so that they can start new servers, get more people interested, and then nerf. That kind of seems to be like the right decision financially speaking, but they didn't go for it. I'm surprised about. I wouldn't have faulted them for doing that necessarily, but you know, that in fact, that kind of makes me feel that they are like really interested in the long-term health of the monk rather than just a quick profit grab. So that's probably good news that they acted so quickly. I'm just quite surprised to see it, to be honest. Nice armor, bro. When did you buy it? Yes, I bought it today. It was looted like in the night on Nevia, so I was straight away like, gimme, gimme. Because I still can't get hold of a Nagatanko, so this will do. And I find this one quite hard to evaluate. Like this one may well be better than the Nagatanko. The heal, the augment to Spirit Mend might actually be pretty damn good. But it's kind of hard to evaluate. Okay, this looks like it might be a big pull. You can always play two characters in Tibia. You're not forced into playing just one vocation. If you enjoy them both, then play them both. Why is there a killed box here, bro? What? Who is killing through here, bro? How? It's so hard to play on Nevia. Oh, dude, but why? Running through for bosses does not give you the right to just kill a couple of boxes while you run through, in case any of you are wondering. It's not nice. Which armor are we talking about? The one I'm wearing now, it's the Stoic X robe. What? What? Dude, how am I supposed to do a proper test here? Is this fucking asshole again? You said you know him, chatter. Well, I don't know, like, do I reset the test now? Has he just wasted 10 minutes? Sake, dude. Now he's saying, I'm killing the bosses. Well, that didn't look like bosses to me. Jesus Christ. I'm just keeping these results. And instead what I'll do is, I'll maybe like, assuming that, because someone may well mess up my crit test as well. Then I'll just like do 28 minutes of the crit test or something instead of 30 minutes for it to be like accurate. Well, it's clearly impossible to like do a proper test here. Oh, God. Maybe it's charm. Yeah. Well, never mind. Never mind. All right. Whatever. Whatever. Good vibes only. It's hard sometimes. It's very hard sometimes. But... I don't think the boosted boss really has much to do with it. It's just one guy running through and killing the respawn. There's not been anyone else here. You don't need to kill the respawn while running to the boss. Anyway, hello. Hello, Nakato. Hello. You know what, like, first of all, the instances are just never, ever happening because it's just technically impossible for a game like this. And it would just totally, it's a different game. If instances ever happen, it's basically Tibia 2.0. So they would have to release a new game called Tibia 2, I think, and make instances. Will never, ever, ever happen in Tibia. Both because it's technically difficult and just from the game design perspective, though it works, it's just not a feasible feature, in my opinion. Don't count on it. Okay, so with that dodgy behavior, we're already looking at 2.8 raw at 14 minutes in. I think 3 raw is definitely well within reach, which for a profit place is pretty good. I really don't like these popular like low level respawns, like where hyenas and where lions. They really attract the worst of the worst, I feel. I'm gonna do my test, and I'll record a little guide video when it's time, and then I'm just not coming here again. Five-star lioness, need to be careful. Where creatures are boring to hunt? I find Werelions pretty boring to hunt, but I do like were hyenas. I like that respawn a bit more. This is just a profit spot, right? It was very good experience when it was first released, though. Like a 300, 400 EK had like really good experience here. And the profit was just insane as well. It did get nerfed like 2-3 times at this point, I think. When Lost Souls test? I mean, I don't know. 400 with Soul Kamas, maybe? Probably doable then. I think I did it on the test server on 400. But I don't think it's much earlier than that. I don't think it'll be very good. How's profit looking? 200k so far. So yeah, we're looking at like 800k profit spot again. And this is without crit charms, actually. With crit charms, will be maybe 900k per hour. Something like that. Best spot for 110 monk is probably, at the moment, chill throwers. Or like Edron heroes. And rotations, just greater flurry of blows, chained penance, flurry of blows, chained penance. And sweep and takedown, all in harmony, virtue. So far, chained penance does feel better to me. Like, I wasn't sure whether flurry of blows or chained penance are gonna be better. So far, seems like chained penance is better though. I don't know. I haven't like it's all vibes. Like I just feel like there's more power in the chain penance. Maybe also because it's like way easier to use it because it's auto targets. But I feel like it's better to be the default builder. Yeah, the augment, yeah, the level 60 or level 70 helmet is actually really good. It's like, even the one I'm wearing now, the bandana, is not like that much better, in my opinion. It obviously is a little bit better, because otherwise I wouldn't wear it. But yeah, like the level 70 helmet is like really good for a really long time. And I'm worried that the level 300 helmet will not be very available. Like, I still haven't got my hands on it, and it doesn't seem like I'll be able to anytime soon. So I think there'll be cases of people wearing like the level 70 helmet all the way to like level 400 or something. Or at least the dark vision bandana is fairly accessible, so at least you do have that option. Bell's damage is calculated on fist, yeah, not magic level. Magic level's for healing. Damage is only fist. Hog. Hello. How much do you think is a fair price for Nagatank Stoic Robe? Well, I paid 25kk for the Stoic Robe. I Only because I'm really quite desperate. Because I really wanted a better armor at this point. I think a fair price for the Stoic Robe is around 20kk-ish. And for the Naga, a little bit less. Because, you know, it's Temira, right? It's going to be farmed a lot more, so there's going to be a lot more of them. I would imagine Naga Tanko is between 10 to 15 long term. Probably a little bit more now, but not much more. Yeah, the Stoic kicks are around 20. Rune, thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Here we are. Hello, Rune. Do you think Monk will be better than EK late game? Yes. I do. Not by much. They're going to be the two weakest late game vocations. But I think he's probably a little bit better still, yeah. Limited AoE. It's always going to be the problem long term. Like level, you know, 1k plus and higher. Sorry, Rune. The Gnomish Kuiras is actually it's a really good filler armor. But yeah, it's not really good enough long term. Like you really want that second imbue slot if once you start hunting like, you know, harder things like Asuras and Werelions and Spectres and stuff. That's why you need that robe or the Nagatanko, one of them at least. Unless you want to be using the Dwarven armor forever. Which... Yeah, okay. All right. Bye-bye, Rune. Thank you very much for the raid. Right, 23 minutes in. We're almost hitting 3kk raw, by the way, now that that guy's left and is not bothering us anymore. The EXP is picking up. Why monk weapons are not fight ice death elementals? Just balancing. There's no real explanation now. Hello. Hello, Molten Red. Hello. But 260 RP Hunt and Werelions. I think it's pretty hard, to be honest. I think I recommend it from 300 plus on my RP. And even then, you kind of need like Falcon Coif and stuff. Otherwise, it's kind of risky. But whereas for the monk, yeah, I actually wonder if, you know, I thought 250 for Werelions for the monk. And honestly, I could see myself coming here on like level 220. I think 220 is the level I would recommend if you have the Bruche, the level 220 Bruche. And Destruction Weapon, you can probably hunt here. I think when I make the video guide, I'm probably gonna say 250 just to be a little bit, you know, safer so people don't cry if they die. But I think realistically you can come here 220. And you should advise between Eldritch, Kuiras, and Falcon Plate, which is better. Oh god, I don't remember the exact numbers. I think nowadays the meta is to go for the Despor armor, isn't it? Like because it has like the skill built in as well. Whatever it's called. I think that's the one I would be getting if I was like that sort of mid-level knight before Spirit Fawn. How much damage I lost per hour? I don't know. I haven't run calculations like that. In my opinion, just from the limited tests, some of the testing I've done, the damage nerf is maybe like 3 to 5%. It's not really very noticeable, to be honest. I mean, the monk was too strong, so I think it's a fair nerf. It's the sustain that hurts a bit more. 26 minutes in. And we definitely hit over 3 KK roll. I'm guessing we're going to hit over 3 KK roll after this box as well. Yep, 3 KK roll. Very nice. I wasn't sure if we'd hit quite that much. I think that's a pretty good result for Werelions these days. Despor is top 2 after Spirit Bond. Yeah, exactly. So I think I would just be... I think if I was like doing like a low level EK, well, lowish level EK now, I'd be going Lion Plate at 2... Like on a chest plate, 200. Lion Plate at 270. And then I'd be looking for the Despor armor. And that's probably it. I don't know if I'd be bothering with Falcon Plate or the Eldritch Koiras thing. It all depends on availability and prices, obviously. I don't know what the price of the Despor armor is. Maybe it's like 100 KK. I don't know. I don't really follow it right now. "27 minutes, okay. How important is magic level on Monk? Well, it's more important since the nerf yesterday, that's for sure. I mean, the magic level is sustain, right? It's responsible for how much you heal through your virtue healing and how much you heal with your Exura. So, you know, if you're hunting something really easy, then magic level is not important at all because you don't need it. But if you're hunting something hard, it may be a difference between, you know, being able to hunt somewhere or not. So I think it's definitely at least moderately important. I still think it's less important than on a Paladin, but probably not far off. You know, if a Paladin investment usually is like 50-50, right, between dist and magic level, you know, Monk is maybe like 70-30 at this point. So the idea is to boost until lots of monks are high level and then put them on a normal state, unfair to other classes. Yeah, I think that may well be the idea, and I think it comes from the fact that, you know, monks don't have skills at the moment, so they want the monks to catch up quickly, and then once somebody's killed something again, dude. Just to let them catch up, and then once they've like caught up with like offline training and stuff, yeah, then bring them more into balance. I would not be surprised to see another monk nerf, you know, in the next 6 months or so, or maybe a year from now. I think it's probably still a little bit too strong. Looking good in the armor, thank you. It is nice, actually. It's actually kind of nice. The healing is actually, I don't, it's hard to say if I can feel it. All right, I've got a screenshot. Let's call that the 30-minute test. That's, you know, kind of rough because people, but I'm running off cap. It's him again. You just hope they act as quick when it gets power creeped on high levels. Yeah, good luck with that. I would not hold my breath on that one. All right, so let's say we've done the elemental charm test. Kind of sus. But let's say we got a test. Let's see how the crit test goes, and we'll still, be able to compare it somewhat. So let's go. By the way, that spawn is really easy. Like, I really feel like a 260 monk should have a harder time hunting Werelions. All right, let's go back. Do you think Aslan Castle will be doable at 400 still? With like proper best in slot, with like if I have full soul gear and primal gear, yeah, I think it'll be doable. How much do you heal yourself with Exoratio? I don't know. I mean, I haven't like looked that closely. Let the guy do his bosses again. Yeah, 5th time. Oh, I bought a character with 9k charm points. What would be the best runes for him? I play solo EK level 600. Low blow, savage blow, overpower, parry, and then maybe like zap and freeze. What level do you think you can go Marip or Turtles? I think I could probably go already. Let's reset the analyzer. And let's go with the crit charm test. I think I could go Marip or Turtles already with Cobra Bow. I think it'd be pretty difficult, but yeah, I think it'd be doable. I think 300 for like a really easy time. We're going to be testing that somewhere. I haven't got Maripur access yet. I want to get it soon because I need it for Nagas. So we'll be doing that soon, and when we do that, we'll have to kill the 300 turtles as part of the quest anyway. So we'll give it a go. I don't know when we're going to do it. Maybe like this weekend at some point. Any big upgrade on the wheel at 300? Yeah, Spiritual Outburst. Like, there's two things. You can either go Spiritual Outburst for, like, a really high skill ceiling OP wheel, and every 2 minutes be using Focus Harmony to be using double full charged spenders every 2 minutes. Or you can go for Aesthetic build in the other quadrant, which is like a passive basic attack power boost. that I expect is a lot weaker overall, but you know, super duper easy to execute because it's basically passive, so you don't really need to worry about it. That's like the more chilled play style. Hey, Naratis. May I suggest Prime? It gives you free sub to spend. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Molten Red. Yeah, I said I will be doing Maripor Turtles. I think I can do it already, to be honest. But I'm planning to definitely recommend it from like level 300 or so. I think at 300 it'll be really easy. That crit almost one-shot them. What makes it so strong? Just the damage. Sorry, is this in reference to the wheel, the spiritual outburst that I was talking about earlier? Or is that in reference to like how strong the monk is in general? The monk itself. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, power in Tibia comes from damage. So yes, he has a lot of damage, but he has a lot of flexibility in the way he moves, which makes him quite safe. Which also means he can hunt, you know, high-level hunting grounds or higher-level hunting grounds earlier than other vocations and still be relatively safe. But yeah, obviously, he does lots of damage. So when you hunt, but he has relatively low area of effect. So that works really well in the early game when you hunt and, you know, like now, look, I have only 2 monsters on me, right? So the low area of effect does not impact this in any real way. But at higher level, you know, when you hunt, when you've got 20 monsters chasing you or whatever, then the low area of effect will start impacting the monk's capabilities. For now, it's hidden because you don't really hunt like that many spawns where there's loads and loads of monsters, right? On a level 200, 300, even 400. But by the time you hit like 600, 700, you know, you start hunting like dragons in Zao, mega dragons and stuff. Like the density starts being crazy, or like a Savvy surface and stuff. That's when you're going to start feeling like the monk's AoE is kind of low. But it's still a while before people start doing that. So for now, it feels very strong because it's very strong at the content it currently exists within. Worth to start from 0 monk? Sure. I suggest do it sooner rather than later before it gets nerfed again, which I think is pretty likely. Did you feel any difference at all with the nerfs? Yeah, I died twice within the 30 minutes of the nerfs. So yes, I did feel the difference in the sense that the healing was so much lower that I wasn't used to it, and I was overconfident. But it's not that the nerf was like too bad. It's more about, you know, muscle memory and expecting a certain level of healing and it just not being there. Like after I died twice, I was like, okay, you know, let's readjust. And I readjusted and it was fine. I haven't died since. You know, I know that I need to take it a little bit slower now, and it still feels very strong within the new power level. It was just something that I needed to get used to after the nerf, and I think the nerf was fine. I think it was warranted. I still think it's plenty strong. It's just, except maybe going at level 250 somewhere, you might want to go at 300, right? Which is fine. Nyansk subscribed with a tier 1. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Still very focused on vocation. Yeah, exactly. It still feels exactly the same as it did before. It's just, you know, you just need to have a little bit more skill, a little bit more careful when you hunt, because you do have a little bit less sustain than you had before. So yeah, that's all. Right, the power level, like the damage that it deals, is still way above every other vocation at this level, even with the damage nerf. It's the sustain that was the big hit, but you know, it's still fine. Finally subscribed. Ah, thank you. Starting with real money investment, zero real money investment. Yeah, no, it's possible. It's absolutely possible. In fact, in my opinion, the monk is probably the best vocation to do that, because you just get a bunch of items, like solid items on the monk, basically for free from all the shrines. So, and like some of the best weapons you just buy from the store for, buy from the shop NPC for like 500 gold. So yeah, I think actually monk is probably the best vocation for like starting with nothing, and very quickly you start having like some possible profit respawns. Obviously you won't be hunting Grim Reapers like everybody else, but yeah, you'll be making crazy profit by the time you hit like level 200 and start going like where hyenas and stuff. Where does the Marudri Bruce drop? It drops from Leyden, the AB Dendril cult boss, the one that drops Elven Mail. Kind of random. I didn't expect that that to be the boss, but yeah. I was expecting it to be Tamira, or like Turtle Amulet, but no, it's Leyden. Even though they have like 5 other cult bosses that drop basically nothing, that they could have added it to. Instead, they add it to the one that actually does have a drop, a solid drop already. I don't know, weird. And the Nagatango heard a drop from Gasper. Yes. Oh, almost one-shot the Werelion then again with the crit. Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I'd really like them to fix the Creative Flurry bug. Like it just makes for awkward gameplay for like no reason. That may well be my like biggest gripe with the monk release so far. This stupid Creative Flurry bug that just should not happen. How do I turn off auto aim in Encyclopedia? But it's not on by default anyway, so you must have turned it on. Or you turn it off the same way you turned it on, I guess. By ticking it off in the magical archive section of Cyclopedia and Cyclopedia. Yeah. It's on by default. It wasn't for me. Ah, really? Okay, so when you okay. Interesting. That's a choice. Okay, so yeah, it's Encyclopedia Magical Archive. You have to find the spell, and there's like a little toggle for auto aim. All your hotkeys stopped working. Are you sure it wasn't a chat on, chat off situation? Did you click the message bar and all your hotkey and you switched to chat on and all your hotkeys stopped working? That's a common issue. Yeah. Happened to me. The solution to that is to have 2 sets of hotkeys for chat on and chat off. For like all your key abilities, like all the potions and damaging abilities and stuff. That's a must have. Hello. Hello.
Took a chance in a trance,
So far, this test is going better. Nobody's breaking our respawn, and I hope I don't jinx myself. But so far, so good. May get an actual result. Tanguin boots T2 are worth it. Oh god, I have no idea. I don't do Forge because people complain that then my gear is unattainable, so I don't really bother with Forge, at least on the like high-end items. You know, I'll Forge like class 2 items or whatever because it's cheap enough. I don't know about the real worth or value of like best in slot tiering because I just don't do it. Also, I think it's too expensive. Even though it is fun, especially the legs. I mean, that is very, very fun. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the relative value of it or not. 3.1 KK raw, by the way. That is better than with the elemental charms so far. I'd never saw 3.1 KK raw on the elementals. You can post a clip if you want, Targosh, if someone wants to take a look at it to see what happened, but I don't know. I won't be able to take a look, obviously. Slow down a bit. I think Werelions are in need of another nerf. What do you think? I remember you used to make 3.5 KK raw on my 400 EK. Is this not before like 2 nerfs? They were nerfed a lot since, you know, since they were introduced. But yes, I remember that when they first introduced, like way back, I think I used to peak out like 3.8 KK raw on my EK here. But they've been like nerfed at least twice that I can remember since then, maybe even more. 3 KK raw on, yeah, 260 monk feels very chill. Yeah, this respawn feels very, very chill. Like I said, it may well be because I basically effectively have 2 fire protection imbuements. Between the Marudri Bruges and the actual armor imbue. But yeah, it still feels very easy. Too easy, probably. Just the damage is insane. Like, the fact that I can just blow them up. You couldn't do this on like a paladin, right? Paladin just doesn't have enough innate damage at this level. Where did you hunt 100 to 130 apart from Sunken and Hero Edron? Basically, those were pretty good. I think Sunken was my main one. But honestly, just look at Tibia Power. Like, other than that, I don't know. Chill Throwers was good. Carlin Cults were good. Lava Lurkers, right? Lava Lurkers is the best spot in that level range. So definitely did a lot of that. This seems intense. Well, I guess arguably this is Monk, the new vocation. And it does probably have the most intense playstyle of them all. But I don't think this looks too different from what like a knight would be doing here at this level. This is just what modern Tibia looks like, to be honest. Much more high-paced. High pace. Like I said that wrong like 3 times. Anyway. Yes, modern Tibia is much faster than 2008. The profit in this one is not going as well. I think we're probably just getting a little bit unlucky. Like, I haven't seen very many blue item drops. I think looking at the loot analyzer, we've had one of those lion figurines, and that's it. Like, no magma legs or anything. So the profit is actually kind of low, and I'd expect it to be way higher. But, you know, this is just a 15-minute hunt, so you can't force it. I do think this place is 800k profit per hour, though, for a monk at this level. Almost certainly. High pace. Yeah. The knight damage is, yeah. And just as I say that, they dropped me something blue. Oh, another lion figurine. Yeah, the knight has as much damage. I agree. It's just harder for a knight to deal it while doing the sort of kite and playstyle, which you need to do at Werelions, because there isn't quite enough density to be like doing like long boxes and stuff. Well, it's not about density. It's about them having low health. They would die very quickly, so there's no real need or... Well, you shouldn't really be boxing, basically, with something that dies so quickly, because it's a waste of time waiting for them to get in the box. Imagine if you're hitting with ice damage. That's a fair point as well. It's just energy, right? They have like 120, 130% to ice. I would definitely be able to one-shot them with a crit if I had an ice weapon, because they often like down, or like look how much little health they have from one crit. Like, would definitely be one-shotting them with an ice weapon. Insane. Any tips on keeping track of the fisting potion? No, I just I try to always just use it in 10-minute intervals. So whenever I look over at the analyzer, you know, I see a round number of 10, like then I use it. And I do that even if I forget. So say if I forgot now and I pop one at 25 minutes, then I still be popping another one at 30, just because I try and keep it like that. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of nice for me to remember when I always do it at least on the 10-minute mark in the analyzer. I don't know if that helps, but yeah, there's no real simple way to do it otherwise that I've found. The fisting potion does have a weird sound to it. Let me get my fisting potion out. Yeah, I check hunt analyzer time, yeah, basically, huh? Definitely looks like 3.1 kk raw is the experience that we're getting with the crit charms. I keep hovering around that. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good, especially if you were able to come here like level 220, which I think might be possible. Oh, here we go, another blue item. Now that I complain about it. And another one. There we go. All you need to do is just complain that you're not getting enough loot. Could make a timer on Tibia Pal that makes a little beep every 10 minutes. Ah, God. I don't think you need Tibia Pal for that. I'm almost certain that there is some sort of website that will already let you do something like that. That is a solution. I mean, I'm not that bothered, you know, if I forget and I don't use it for a couple of minutes, You know, I'll live, you know. It's not that big a deal. Level recommendation, 250 is easy. I even think 220 of the Marudri Bruges and the destruction weapon should be fine, to be honest. Because with the destruction weapon, you'd actually have one extra vampirism over what I have here. So you'd probably offset the loss in levels. But yeah, I do think 220 with the Marudri Bruges is probably fine to come here. That's not very min-maxing of you to say that. I know. Like, I always sort of have an inner battle between my lazy self, like who doesn't like to micromanage a bunch of stuff, and my min-max inside that, you know, wants to get the highest possible experience, but at a minimal possible like expenditure of mental energy. So yeah, I don't actually min-max always all these tiny little things. I try to min-max like the movement and the ability usage and targeting and just like the speed of moving between boxes. That stuff I do like to optimize. But optimizing for using the potions and at just the right time, the fist and potions is a little much. 2 brain cells fighting themselves. Thank you, indeed. Got that right. Yeah, 3.1 stable. Profits picked up a bit as well. Although still a little bit less than what I expect the average profit here would be. What's my base fisting skill? It's fist, okay? It's fist skill. It is now, I believe, 96 with loyalty. 97. I'll check for you after this big box. Because then I have like a 5-second downtime before the next pull. This export 260 is insane. Way higher than an EK. Yeah, I know. Hence why, you know, the rumors of the monk's demise after yesterday's nerfs were greatly exaggerated. Let's have a look. I have 92 plus 4 loyalty. So 96 at the moment would be my base. Another nerf incoming. Yeah, people blame me on Reddit again. Damn it. Look, I just don't want people to be able to catch up, okay? Nerf the monk so nobody can catch up. That's my game plan. Oh, that was a nice crit. I love low blow and savage blow, dude. Oh my god, it's so good on monk. It feels so nice. Oh. And 27 minutes. Okay, 3 more minutes. Although I do feel like, you know, that the elemental charm test was a bit scuffed with that guy killing a couple of boxes. So I think something like 29 minutes is probably more accurate from this. So I'll probably try and take a screenshot 29 minutes as well. Like, so an additional comparison point. Obviously, it was pretty obvious anyway at this place that low blow, savage blow would be better in my opinion. Like they have too low health. I just wanted another data point. That's basically it. But you know, I would be shocked if elementals were better here. Even though obviously freeze is technically very nice because they have such high sensitivity to ice, but low blow and savage blow just really slap, at least on the monk. Hello, Victor. Hello. Selling about level 200 monk. Yeah, I mean it depends on what you want from the monk, right? You're probably gonna get a fair amount for the level 200 monk at this point. So if you're not like bothered about being in like the top 100 players or whatever, then yeah, that's a fine strategy. I mean, it does save you a lot of time not having to do the charms down the line. Not sure I would do it myself now at level 200, but if you really hate doing charms, then that's probably not a terrible idea. $70-30 elemental damage? You mean like basic attack split from the physical? Keep in mind that I'm using the Moon Spade, which is damage reflect physical. So my physical damage is actually inflated now due to the Moon Spade. I think from like having a look at the analyzer in the past, without the Moon Spade, I think elemental / physical damage split on the monk is around 87 to 13, usually something like that. So yeah, your auto attacks make up about like 13% of your DPS, I found. All right, got a screenshot, 30 minutes. We have 2.5 minutes on the Marud Rebrush, so we'll play for another 2.5 minutes. Let's do another lap, and then we're going to try Candy and Nibblemaws. Hopefully it's free. And obviously, we'll be doing a little paint stream in a minute when we compare the two results. Still made 400k profit, by the way. So still on for 800k per hour, even though I really felt like there was not much dropping. So yeah, I do think with low blow, savage blow, 900k profit, maybe even expected here. Balance, dude. Oh, God. It's the spawn, though. It's not the vocation, dude. It's the spawn. Anybody can do this here. And the player, yes, obviously a non-average player can clearly do very good numbers here. Auto attacks for monks, 30% of your damage. That sounds high. Well, that's what the analyzer seems to say. And honestly, I thought that was high as well. I thought it was high. But from when I hunted, that's what it seemed like. Even at like Grim Reapers, which are strong to physical. This will vary. Obviously, the higher density respawns that you're hunting, the less physical damage you'll be dealing. The less auto attacks you'll be dealing comparatively to like your spells. So I think, you know, on a higher level it will drop, but maybe it'll drop from 13% to 10% or something like that. So, but yeah, it's actually kind of high, higher than I thought. I don't really know what I thought it would be, but I didn't think it would be as high as like 10-15%. Especially as the spells, you know, they kind of slap hard. So I guess your auto attack must be pretty damn powerful as well, even though it's kind of hard to notice. Okay, we've got 20 seconds on the Marud Rebrush. Let's just go. No, whatever. I'll get the paint out in a minute. Werelions after 2 free nerfs is still decent, yeah. I mean, it was way overtuned when it first came out, so it's just decent now. All right. Getting paint out. Thank you for the Prime sub, Kultureman. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it very much. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's happening. Now let me get the screenshots open. So. Here we have the screenshot from the elemental charms. And here we have the screenshot from non-elemental charms, so crit. So crit on the right, elementals on the left. And I'm actually relatively surprised that there's only such a small difference in the supplies. I wonder if I was playing inefficiently with the supplies in the second run, because I feel like low blow and savage blow should have made more of a difference than 3k in supplies. Although, on the other hand, on the left-hand side, you know, I did have like 2 to maybe 3 minutes of downtime because of that guy killing some boxes, so maybe the supplies used would be a little bit higher otherwise. But still, seems overall pretty similar. I guess it's not a massive difference, especially if you account for the fact that I lost like a minute or 2 on the left-hand side with the elemental charms. Yeah, so pretty close. I guess pretty close. But this is low skills still. In terms of late game and scaling, what vocation would you choose? Paladin, I guess. Werelions were better with the energy or destruction weapon. Well, I haven't tried destruction weapon. I don't really need to, because I can tell that, you know, Moonspade is going to be better than the destruction weapon. Moonspade's definitely better than the destruction weapon if in terms of damage. The destruction weapon's a bit better in terms of survivability because it gets you that extra vampirism imbue. But I don't really need that because it was easy anyway. You think 60 Fist is good to start leveling? Sure. Yeah, like level 8, level 20, 60 Fist is fine. I had like 65 Fist on day 1. Alright. So, it's Candia time. I don't know much of Candia. I haven't hunted Nibblemaws that much. I think I went to like once on stream just to test it. Hopefully it's free. Actually, I don't actually know if it's free. I don't know how popular it is. Maybe there's someone hunting there. We'll see. Anyway, I suppose in summary, the results of the test is that it's actually very similar, elementals compared to crit charms. But I do think the crit charms overall are a bit better. I think I was probably not focusing super much and I was just spamming potions. That's why I used so many supplies, because I'm sure the supplies would have been considerably less if I was paying more attention. So yeah, crit charms are probably just a little bit better, but actually not as significant as I thought in this one. Do you live in England? I do not anymore. I lived in England for 13 years. I moved back to Poland a few years ago. Sugar Daddy part, Nibblemaws. I'm not going the berry bullshit. Hello, Danuxa. Hey. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, you were next on the Werelions, weren't you? Yeah, sure thing. You go. You go and enter. Looks like it's free. What time is it now? 15:45. I'll play until 16:30. Then I have to go. Nerf has been asked multiple times. Are you feeling the difference in the heal sustain? Yes, I'm feeling the difference in heal sustain. That's the main difference from the nerf. Not feeling much else, to be honest. Do we have charms here? No, we don't even have them in Encyclopedia yet. So no charms for sure. Yes, the extra leech is nice, especially now after the nerf. Stonks for the crit charms since the sustained nerf. Will I need the Marood Rebrush here? I think I'm just going to use it anyway because it's so damn good. All right. Give this a go then. I'm not super experienced with this respawn, just to be clear, so probably going to be better ways of making it more optimal. Are these guys strong? Should I be like worried, or are they going to be pretty easy? On this level. Like, they should be pretty hard on this level, but it is the monk, so... Don't worry, we'll judge, yeah. Yes. The 100 DK is dead here? Okay. That's the equivalent of like level 130 monk, so I should be alright. This comparable to weaker Rosh? No, this is way harder than mini Rosha. This is well, let me get a feel for it. I think, I don't know, this is maybe like where hyena difficulty type place, just based on the one minute I've been here. I guess I need to change my trinket. What does it look like they're doing here? Death damage by the looks of things. Okay. There's a level 230 monk, tank, and level on Rosha buckets. I mean lower Roshamel. That's lower Roshamel, right? I haven't tried. I have it in my like Tibia Pal hunting for like level 300, but it may well be possible. I guess I should give it a try, right? I think it's possible that it's going to be available. That it's going to be possible earlier. You know, I did put it on level 300 before I played the monk, and obviously it's pretty strong. 230 seems low, but there's no other real major breakpoints, I guess. At that point, you should have your Marood Rebrush. Yeah, you know, I'll add it to my list, and maybe tomorrow we can try lower Roshamel. I feel like it wouldn't be that fun. I don't feel like it would be that fun, though. I don't know. It feels like they deal a lot... Fucking bubblegum. I feel like they deal a lot of damage, actually. And you only have, what? I have, like, under 3,000 health. You know, the Frazzlemore waves do deal a lot. And the magic level reduction is going to gimp your sustain quite a lot as well. That's probably going to affect your virtue healing as well. Don't know. It's kind of hard to answer without trying. I think 300 is probably still what I'm going to stand by for like recommended level for it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it is doable a little bit earlier. Right, Sugar Daddy. I don't actually have the access to it yet. I haven't done the pre-quest yet. I've just got access to Candia. I've got the stolen sweets mission now from the little bosses. After that, it's the sugar daddy. Why are you no top 10? Filthy casual, that's all. What level for Werelions? 220 with Marud Rebruge. After testing, in my opinion, is probably enough. 250 for quite safe. This is easy as well. Although you do need energy here, so I think, you know, any earlier than 250 without the moon space probably not going to feel as great here. I expected this to be harder, to be honest. He says for the 50th time since the monk was released. Have you tried Nightmare Isles? No, not yet. Nightmare Isles also feels like it would be too hard, but I just don't even know at this point. The problem with Nightmare Isles is that there's not that much room to kite, and you do want to kite on the monk, especially if you're hunting something as hard as Nightmare Isles on this level. So I don't think so. I hear that at level 60, Water Elementals and Port Hope are pretty damn good. But I skipped that range, so I don't actually have very much recommendations yet until I play through it with my second monk. Even with sustain? Yeah, maybe it's doable with sustain. I haven't practiced enough sustain virtue though. I don't actually know. I really like Harmony Virtue. It's a tough sell to get rid of it. This is actually going to be pretty good experience. We've got 2.2 raw in 7 minutes. Yeah, this is going to be decent, I think. Especially because it's, you know, pretty damn easy. Profit looks okay as well. On for 600k per hour at the moment. Holy shit. Again, I'm sure it's not the vocation. I'm sure it's just this spot. It's known for being very good and OP. Everybody knows it. Holy shit, it's so easy, dude. It's so easy. What level do you need to do 4-Voc team hunt in? I don't think you 4-Voc team hunt here ever, dude. I don't think it's really designed for team hunting. Anyway, by the time you fully complete the quest, you're probably already too high level, so I don't think I could really recommend this for a team hunt. I don't know. I guess it's doable at like level 350 or something, but I don't know. I think there's a lot better places than team hunting here. This is your chill hunting spot. Well, seems pretty damn chill for a monk as well. I mean, there are these like little tiny moments where they do actually hurt a fair bit. Like it's not giga easy, you know. But it's definitely a nice little bestiary spot, I think. How fast does it go in 8 minutes? We'll check in 2 minutes the progress on bestiary and then multiply it by 6 to get the hourly rate. But it looks like it's going pretty damn fast. Looks like we'll have about 80 candy horrors in 10 minutes. So we're looking at like close to 500 candy horrors per hour. So I guess 5 hours for full bestiary here. Both monsters. Solid. I think experience is going to be better here than at Werelions, though. Well, the nerfs so far obviously affected high levels as well, but I just don't think that Tipsoft is currently worrying about high levels because there are no high levels. I think at the moment they're going to be nerfing so that the levels of low to mid level is more in line with other vocations. And, you know, 6 months to 12 months from now, they'll be buffing the late game if it's needed. That's my expectation. But obviously the nerfs yesterday also affected any potential endgame monks when they get here. This is pretty much a level 90 spot with Drachaku. I don't know, dude. I mean, it's not very hard. I don't know that it's a level 90 spot, though. I mean, that's been a little bit optimistic. I'd love to see a video of someone hunting here level 90. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't know. When do you use mana potions versus spirit potions? It's based purely on the difficulty of the respawn. If I'm hunting something difficult, then I use spirits or great spirits or ultimate spirits. If I'm hunting something that I perceive to be fairly easy, then I use great manas, because great manas are the most efficient money-wise. So if you can use great manas, then use great manas. That's going to give you the most profit. But obviously, if you can't manage on great manas, then don't use great manas. Pretty simple. So this is a strong mana angle. Strong mana potions here. Just use small mana potions, just a regular level 8 mana potions here. At level 300, yeah, basically. At level 300, you get spiritual outbursts from the wheel, which is a big buff for tryharding with like focus harmony. I'm not convinced that the spiritual outburst itself is going to replace sweep and takedown. I think sweep and takedown is probably better, base version. Maybe tier 2 spiritual outburst is better than sweep and takedown, but even the tier 1 sweep and takedown coupled with focus harmony is going to be very, very strong if you just go sweep and takedown fully charged, then you go focus harmony, and bam, you go with spiritual outburst immediately after that. That's going to be very strong. Once every 2 minutes you can do it, so you know, technically about 30 times per hour, which is actually kind of significant, right? You can do it like every other sort of big box to help you clear like some difficult boxes in your pulls. Probably has a significant upside to experience. Really hard to evaluate, but I expect it's you know, good monks will try to get used to doing that. 3.15 kk raw, nice. So a little bit higher so far than Werelions. I guess 3.2 or so. Looks like it should be doable. With around 600k profit per hour. I mean, we can stay here for, we can definitely stay here for, and this is no charms, by the way, whereas Werelions had full charms. But yeah, this is better than Werelions, I think, and also easier. But yeah, I think this over Werelions for sure. Shit. And that was a paralyzed diagonal. That could have ended badly, but never mind. And yeah, so this is easier, less popular. I guess slightly less profit than Werelions, so. Yeah, the quest here sucks though. But on the other hand, you know, you still have to do Grimvale quest for Werelions. It's not that fun. But both of these do require a quest. That takes a little while. You could come here on level 300 RP. What quest do you need to enter the area where you are right now? Yeah, it's the Fairest. It's Fairest quest. Full Fairest and then a little bit more. The section for sugar something. A sweet treat, maybe this quest is called. Let's have a look. Sweet Dreams it's called. Of the part of the Threatened Dreams quest, which is the Fairest access. You have to kill Crozor and yeah, you have to do the whole Fairest quest, including Crozor kill and 200 Rosha minis, yes. That was a pain for me on Nevia because it's never free, so I literally had to invade some poor dude and kill 200 of his monsters because there's just no way to do it otherwise. I was trying for a couple of hours and there's just always somebody there, dude. It's impossible, so like, fuck it. Did it in like 10 minutes and then left, and it is what it is. Dominando Kusnier. Hello, Chico. I was kidding. Holy shit. Oh dear. Gotta watch what I say. Big brother's always watching. Andia quest probably takes a couple of hours, start to finish. Oh, sticky gum, dude. Yeah, it looks like without charms, I think, yeah, 3.1, 3.2 KK raw seems pretty stable, which is, you know, kind of in line with other respawns like Asura Palace, where Hyenas, where Lions, that you can kind of do on this level. I would say it's probably easier than the other respawns. It's definitely way easier than Asura Palace. Easier than even Werelions, I would say. Comparable to like where Hyenas. Oh, bloody... Jesus, this sticky bubblegum. Yeah, I think I'm surprisingly happy with this respawn. It's not, you know, it's not good enough that I would be here for like hours and hours and hours. But I think it's good enough to complete the bestiary for sure. 5 hours. Arms. That I command people normally have. I don't have any charms here. And my character had 7,000 charm points from being rooked. 3KK raw here. Yeah, we're doing a bit more even. Without charms. First red. I wasn't really paying attention. How is the process of getting cube on this character? I've been delaying doing it myself for so long. So you have to do a little bit, but you can, if you have already done on another character, you can skip some of the running around for fighting the boss that you need to fight. I don't remember the name. because you can just do that on your existing character to loot the cube. So you can skip all the running around for that, but you do still need to do a fair amount of running around. You need to do all the other stuff other than like the boss related stuff. It took me like, I'd say it took me over an hour or so still to do the cube, but not like a tremendous amount of time. About an hour probably. Plus killing the boss on my paladin, which took like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm happy I did it because it's really nice to have it. I mean, the cube is super good. Super neat to have that. Used it in Deeper Benuta a few times already. Another nerf. Sorry. What's the cube quest? Opticoding Sphere quest. Basically, the reward is getting a black cube, which lets you teleport out of respawns and basically get you back to the city. You can use it once every 2 hours. It's a little bit more subtle than that, but that's basically it. Yeah, okay, so more and more it's looking at like about 600k profit per hour. Oh shit. 600k profit per hour plus about 3.1, 3.2 k raw experience. So yeah, very, very solid spot. I'm glad we've come here and tested it. I'll definitely add them to my bestiary tracker and just sort of grind away at them, you know, maybe half an hour a day or so. I'm not doing the honey elementals though. Those are going to take way too long. You stop annoying people and changing the spot twice a day. Is that annoying? I feel like it's annoying when you hunt the same spot every day, and I hate that. I don't know. I think it's way more interesting to hunt a bunch of spots and test some results. Maybe you're being sarcastic, but yes. I do like changing spots and getting some new results in. Do you think this spawn is viable for a 306 EK with bad skills? Yeah, I think so. It's not very difficult. I think they nerfed them a fair bit as well. I think they used to be pretty damn strong back in the day, but I think Tipsoft nerfed them a lot, like including their DPS. Yeah, I think this is a nice little respawn. It looks yummy. People didn't really like the announcement for this respawn when it was first announced. Too childish for the mature Tibians. I don't think it's gonna get nerfed. Like, it's got the same result as like Werelions, basically. It's very, very similar to Werelions, and I don't think anyone's calling for a Werelion nerf. At least I hope not. It's not that good anymore. Buff Werelions. It's basically always taken these days. I don't know what it is about Werelions that makes it like the spot that people just love farming, and loads of people that, regardless of the nerfs, like people still acting, at least on Nevia, people still acting like it's you know, pre-nerf state from years ago. Are the nerfs? Can I feel the nerfs very much from yesterday? I definitely felt the sustain nerf. You can definitely tell that there's a lot less healing going on. But the damage nerf, in my opinion, has been more or less unnoticeable. So you just need to play a little safer. You don't have as much built-in self-healing, and that's about it. What do I think about hunting Ormond Catacombs as a monk? I think it's going to be rubbish. I tried it on the test server, and the elementals don't quite work. The elemental weapon types, because you can't use energy because of like demons. Earth obviously you can't use because of like anything, so you're forced to use physical. The problem is that really sucks against Grim Reapers. So I don't know, it's possible, but you kind of have to kill off Grim Reapers with a physical damage, which is not great. I mean, I'm willing to give it another try around like level 400. But when I tried on the test server, it didn't feel the greatest. Because using pure physical there is not great. Like, it works for a paladin because they have mass san. So they can just use they have holy damage to kill off the Grim Reapers, but I don't, you don't have access to that on the monk. Aren't destroyers the biggest problem for Kathas? I don't see why destroyers would be a problem. Are they not that strong to fizz, are they? Honestly, I don't know. But I thought it was. I felt like it was the Grim Reapers. Hang on. Destroyers are 80% to fizz, I think. But thing is, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I did test it on the test server, and it didn't feel great. Like that's what I can say. I didn't really look into it too much why it felt bad. We can definitely try it again if I can get my hands on god damn it, bubblegum. If I can get my hands on the Falcon Sai, the best physical weapon, absolutely no reason why we can't test it on a slightly higher level. But I don't have high expectations. I want to try Fury Spectre's Norman with the monk at 200. I don't think so. The problem is that at 200, what weapon you're going to use? You're going to use Drachaku. You can't use the destruction weapon because then you can't kill the specters. So you'd have to use a Drachaku, which I don't think so. I mean, I don't know if you watched the stream yesterday. Like we did hunt Ormond Furies, and it was great fun and very, very good at level 250 with the Moonspade. I think it's too difficult to do on a level 200 with a Drachaku though. Unless you put like Death Prey on the Fury, then maybe. Otherwise, I don't think so. What numbers did you do there? What, yesterday? 3.6 KK raw at Fury Ormond with 850k profit per hour without charms. I think it'll go up to about 4kk raw with like charms and a few more levels to be a little bit more comfortable. And the profit will probably be like 850 to like 900k per hour. So considering the level, pretty good, obviously. Yep. The profit especially I was surprised about. But the profit is stable at like 800, 850. I've hunted it for a couple of hours and, it wasn't just one lucky refill. That was like pretty damn stable. Nice armor. Thank you. Paid 25kk for it today. I was really desperate for a new armor. No Nagatankos dropping, so I got this one. Although I'm not actually like convinced whether this one's not better than a Nagatanko anyway. Like, it's close, I think. But this one is maybe more versatile because the healing from this one is, you know, good everywhere. Whereas, the the fire protection, and I do prefer the fire protection built in Nagatanko compared to the energy protection here. But the base healing to Spirit Mend on this robe, X robe, is potentially very, very nice, and it's going to be strong everywhere. I guess it's not. I think it's pretty viable. It's pretty viable on every vocation, actually, Chico. It's just a lower level vocation. Like a level 100 Knight does very, very well at Fury Oromond as well. The problem with that place is that it just has a shitty access quest, so not many people like actually even really know about it. But it's pretty good. And on a Paladin, it's good as well. It's just you need Fatal Hold on Paladin, whereas you don't really need that on the EK. And yeah, it became better with the Fatal Hold on the Monk as well. But it's a good spot on for Paladins and EKs as well. Yes, it drops from Nibblemaw. Monk is OP. Nah, dude. Stop it, he's already dead. Nerf yesterday was enough. Reddit foretold the demise of Monk yesterday, so I'm sorry. I think for Fury Oromond, like level 350 Paladin or so is pretty nice. It's kind of similar to like a Warzone 4 place, something like that. So pretty good. I think anyway. Let's have a look. 30 minutes, 300k profit, still around that 3.1 KK raw. No charms, of course. Yeah, solid, really solid place here as well. Do you think Monk is better for solo play than RP? Ooh, well, that's a loaded question. So, first of all, what Monk definitely is better at than Paladin is like low level cost. You know, diamond arrows are a real pain for low level Paladins, and runes as well. Whereas the Monk is just chilling, running around with his spells, just using great mana potions. So Monk is way more profitable way earlier than the Paladin. So that's a big plus for the Monk. And also it deals way more damage early on. The Paladin is better for like, you know, long-term play. If you care about, you know, I don't know if you're a Sunday player and you're never going to have higher level than 500, then yeah, the Monk is better than a Paladin. But if you care about level 1k plus, then probably Paladin is better overall. But it just takes longer to come online, but scales very well. How do you feel about the Monk after the nerf? It's still fine. The sustain was a big hit, but as soon as you get used to it, it's still fine. Just needed to get used to slightly less healing. The nerfs are very exaggerated. I mean, I don't know. I think whenever there's a nerf in Tibia, everyone's like, that's it. It's over. Whatever place or vocation has been nerfed, that's it. Unhuntable. And, you know, that is sometimes the case. Tipsoft is a little bit heavy-handed sometimes. And worse yet, they're very soft-handed with reversing nerfs, unfortunately. I think it's pretty rare that they would, like, reverse something that they did wrong. Feels like they don't like to admit that they were wrong very much. But I don't know. In my opinion, the nerfs for the Monk, fairly significant, but absolutely well-deserved, and he's still strong. Like, I still think he's still stronger than every other vocation in this level range, like until like level 400 at least. You just need to be a little bit more careful and can't rely on the passive healing from the virtues as much. That's it. EK versus Monk for solo player. Personal preference. Again, that the monk will start making bigger profits earlier on. Yeah, Drachaku, definitely imbue Drachaku. The level 100 Sai is garbage. Don't use the level 100 weapon. I haven't used it like anywhere. It's all total garbage. Do imbue the Drachaku though. The Drachaku is really good, bro. You're gonna be using that for a long time. Alright, I think we're gonna leave, to be honest. That was a good test. I've got all the information I needed. I'm happy I did this access, even though I really don't like Fairest access with all the day-night cycles. Tipsoft, why you do that? Yeah, solid place. Why am I not making any profit at Lava Lurkers? Skill issue, bro. Using too many supplies. What is the bug with monk potions or something that people have talked about? I don't know about a monk potion bug. The only bug that I'm very familiar with is the cooldown of the Greater Flurry of Blows not resetting when you use spenders. So the cooldown is effectively twice as long almost. Has Nerf fucked up your EXP? Nope, Monk Nerf has not fucked up my EXP, maybe like 2%. The sustain just means you need to play safer. And that's all. 7 minutes of stamina. Damn it, should have stayed for another 7 minutes. Never mind. I'll have some stamina for a team hunt, for a hunt later. Where are we going? When drinking, no, I'm not familiar of any potion bug. Pico, I haven't felt anything. Seems normal to me. Did you just say team hunt? Did I just say team hunt? Did I say team hunt? I don't think so. I don't think so, chatter. Not planning to team hunt. Oh, you mean like I think I said this evening, did I? Oh shit! No, I meant when I go to hunt later. I want to say to hunt, not team hunt. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Yeah, maybe I did say it. Slip of the tongue. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ! Don't jump down my throat, all of you. I haven't seen any of you today. Gralski, Toadie, Creek. Didn't see any of you. As soon as I make a mistake, you're all like, "Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah, fuck you." Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining in the conversation. Anyway, I did mean to say when I go to hunt a little bit later, I'll have a little bit of stamina at least. Probably not going to stream tonight though, I'll be honest. When I do the stream earlier on in the day, I don't feel like doing another stream in the evening. But I'll probably go and burn. How much stamina will I have this evening? 4 hours. I'll have like 47 minutes. That may be enough for another cheeky boost. 47 minutes, or is that too wasteful? We'll have to see. More important question, would you rather eat a baby goat or a matter baby? What the fuck is a matter baby? I don't know what a matter is. I'm ending the stream. Look at his second message. Look at his second message, the follow-up. Gotta be a little bit more careful reading all of these Twitch chat messages. No. How are the Werelions? Werelions were good. 3.1kk raw at Werelions and about 800k profit per hour. Best vocation to duo with Monk. Well, it's a little bit too early to say definitively. I do expect Monk to be the best one. I think the Paladin and Monk are the two options. I do think that the Paladin and the Monk may get in each other's ways, way a little bit too much. Ah, how convenient. Sfar came online 5 minutes ago, so we'll definitely be dropping by there in a minute. So yeah, if you have any other questions, now is your last chance. I'll be dropping in a minute. So I guess I'll just talk a little bit about the plan for the coming days. So yeah, no more stream today. It's the weekend, so I'll probably be doing some evening streams on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, probably see you guys tomorrow evening. Not yet sure what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll manage to get Mirror so we can finally test Mirror. Maybe. No promises though. Gonna have to see. My question. So sorry if I'm late. What's the conclusion about the nerf? Still better than Knight? Oh yeah, still better than any other vocation at this level. The nerf has not really impacted the power level of the monk very much, not as much as I expected. The power level of the monk is still more or less the same. The only difference is that he's less tanky, has less sustain, so it's a little bit harder at like those difficult spots. So if you were going to go somewhere at level 250 before, you know, maybe wait until 270 or 280 now. You know, that's the kind of nerf that we've seen. The numbers are still very, very strong. The damage is still very, very good. Still feels good. Just need to get, you know, used to the lower sustain now. Okay. Does it get to a point where you can only use one heal? Exograms feels way more value at 150. Yes, it does. I've dropped Exuragran around level 150, to be honest. I have dropped Exuragran around level 150. I think when I went Grim Reapers, I dropped Exuragran altogether, and I just haven't gone since. Haven't gone back to it. But yes, it is more value. It is a lot more value. The monk heal is quite high mana cost, so you can definitely feel it. So yeah, Exuragran is way more value. But around like level 150, once you start going to something hard at that level, you just switch to the monk. Monk Exura, and you don't go back. Is Monk good for bestiary lovers? Yeah, I think so. There's not very many spawns that you can't do. Like, there are some spawns that aren't optimal, because obviously you only have access to 3 elements. It's very few things that I would like to stop you from getting, to be honest. I haven't really felt blocked by only having 3 elements very much so far. Okay, let's raid Sfar. My good friend Sfar. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like I say, I expect next stream tomorrow around 9 p.m. European time. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I will see you next time, and go say hello to Sfar for me. Do you like soccer? If so, what's your favorite Premier League team? We have 5 seconds before the raid. Yeah, I like soccer. I don't have a favorite Premier League team. I would like Arsenal to win the league, finally. It's been a while. Hope they win soon. Anyway, gonna raid Sfar now. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time.